Okay, the next section I'm quickly going to do is how to add a new supplier. So under warehouse management, supplier once again, we can go and add a new supplier. In this case you'll see there's a supplier 1 and a temp supplier. The temp supplier is a default supplier which is used for when you need to import stock items which isn't linked currently in VIMS but currently exists in GoodX. Okay, so supplier, new supplier 2, phone number, the primary, secondary and third email is all the emails which purchase orders will be sent to. So filling in all three would mean on submitting a purchase order they would all go to it. The peer receiver's name is the person responsible at the suppliers for receiving purchase orders. So in this case, Joanne, someone. Yet again, contact information for that person. Ideally speaking, this would be the same as the site's contact information, registration number. This would be the company registration number, your account number with the supplier, creditor number. This is the creditor that's set up in GoodX. It's always preceded by a CRE and then the number of the creditor in GoodX. In this case, if you have multiple suppliers linked to one creditor, you could keep the creditor number the same for all the suppliers, or if there's a creditor per supplier, this would be unique based on that. VAT number of the company, website, physical address, postal address. If they are a preferred supplier, so what a preferred supplier tick you would do is if somebody orders from a item from a different supplier which is linked to a preferred supplier, it would actually indicate, say, this is a preferred. Back orders allowed. This means that if they do not provide the correct stock for you on a delivery, that a back order is automatically created. This should always be ticked on. Disabled is something you're going to use in the future if you want to disable a supplier so that no external orders can be placed to them. Registered for VAT just affects if that's going to print out on the purchase orders or not. Okay, then submitting, you will see that the new supplier has been created. In this case, supplier contacts is you would go and select the supplier and add additional contacts to this list. So let's just go someone again, precision manager, and email someone at test.co.za and some phone numbers, and who added to record, you just add the selected user here. Doesn't really matter that much. So in this case, what this does is you might have multiple contact people for a specific supplier, and as the supplier only carries the primary contact person's information and the supplier's information, you might want to add people that you know in the company's information here that somebody else would be able to contact them. Then after the supplier has been set up, you need to go and say which sites are allowed to order from them. So that's the supplier site setup. Yet again, we go on the add row. We go supplier 2, and in this case we don't want to link it to all sites, we just want to link it to the main warehouse. We submit and you'll see that the linking has been done. In this case now, if I go to internal orders, and this is just to external orders, you will see that supplier 2 is available for me to place orders from. End of the session.